Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to True Crime Streets of LA. Last time I ditched my shitty car. This time we're going to continue on with Chapter 1. And then we're going to go into Chapter 2. I don't know if I finished Chapter 2 in this video. I'm almost fairly positive I do that in the next video. But yeah, so we're going to head on over to the China Bistro, I think is what the chief called it. So that we can meet up with our new partner, Rosie, so that we can call her a wench to her face, like a 2003 man would. What? Speaking of 2003, I saw the Dan Schneider documentary, Quiet on Set. I haven't been this angry at things in a long time. If you haven't seen Quiet on Set, the dark side of children's or kids TV, do yourself a favor and spend the 2.5 hours to watch it. It was phenomenal, and I'm very angry. Also, Drake Bell being in it, not that I forgive his actions, because, you know, your traumas don't, just because you've lived through trauma does not mean that you are exempt from doing heinous things, but it turns out that, like, according to the documentary, like, he didn't, like, do all the shitty things that, like, the internet was saying. It was just like soliciting photos, which is still terrible, but he did his crime. He like paid his time, and I don't forgive him for that, but like I think he's in like a higher light in my opinion. Like I like gained some respect, but like I still haven't forgiven him for his actions, which is bullshit.
Some partner you are. You didn't even order for me.
Look, partner, I know the chief trusts you, but I've heard my share of stories. You are bad news.
Yeah, I knew you were the classic goody two-shoes the minute I saw you. Probably still have your communion dress neatly hung up in your closet.
You don't know me. I used to run with more than a few Latino gangs. I made mistakes, but I was lucky enough to get a second chance, and no one's gonna ruin it for me.
I said no. Please leave.
Huh? Sorry, Rosie, what'd you say?
I come here to collect. Where the money?
I already paid a triad every week, but this too much.
You not listen? I burn your place.
What do you know, Rosie? It's my lucky day. Not only have I met your charming self, but I'll be closing this triad case by midnight. Yo, tough guy! Over here.
You make big mistake.
My favorite thing about that cutscene is that the chopstick stays in the guy's ear the entire fight. It's so stupid. So, I explained fist fighting in the last video, but to recap, square, triangle, and X are your fight moves. Every time you land a hit, you lower their stun, which is the exclamation point that appears near their face. Lowering all their exclamation points leaves them open to a super kung fu move, which you can do by mashing buttons randomly. Or if you hit the right sequence, you can do a move. And you can pick up weapons, and you can kick people into destructible environments. But you can also grab, but enemies tend to block literally everything.
You dead, man! You here? Dead!
What's that? I can't hear you. Oh, you can't hear me either.
What's Chinese for crazy? No way I'm gonna work with you. You're out of control. I don't need this shit.
Rosie?
Rosie, wait! You forgot your fortune cookie.
I know what it says. Beware of nutcases. Ah! Let me go!
Rosie, you both die!
Ah!
Shit! Rosie, let me see where you're...
What are you doing? Get him!
Freeze!
And just like that, we're going to be starting out a shootout, which I end fairly quickly. Oh, I shot him in the face. Okay. My bad. I didn't mean to fucking kill him. Oh well. We can do bonus cruise missions. We won't be doing that until a little later. So we're just going to continue the story. Don't ask me why I didn't do the bonus cruise mission. I should have. I just forgot what they were. Truth be told, totally forgot what they were. I was like, what's a bonus cruise? And we'll figure that out next time. And I didn't even think about it. was like, I killed him. I beat the mission. Crazy. So now we're going to be doing Mean Streets. We're going to start that off. We 100% it completed chapter 1, but there might be still some stuff we can check out there. But we'll handle that later.
Hey, Chief. How's Rosie?
Lucky. The bullet went right through. Mad as hell, though.
What can I say? I told you I work alone.
Geez, point made. I'll have Rosie work intel for you from now on.
A desk job, huh?
Speaking of intel, I hope you learned something, cause the bistro owner ain't talking.
Well, the punk's pretty clueless. FOB, fresh off the boat, but it sounds like he was doing a little hands-on training for a guy named Fang, the one I saw take off in the Beamer.
Good. I've got an APB out on that car.
Well, I ain't holding my breath. Let me know if anything develops. Pavement's calling my name.
So it's time to look for leads.
Okay, LA, here I come.
Hell yeah. But because I shot that dude right in the face, I don't think I actually gained any points. If you neutralize him or you shoot him normally, you do gain a few points. But I think if you go for the headshot, it's like a bad cop thing, so you lose morality. So that's why I actually lost morality there too. Don't worry, we'll be handling our morality pretty fine. You gain morality for literally anything. There are like stealth missions we'll be doing, I think in this video, that like you can rack up morality super quickly. Also, I don't know if it's this video or the next video, one of these two videos, but about like 30 to 40 minutes where I just kind of drive around doing crimes off camera to build up my badges. I was doing it for the badges. I wanted like 3 or 4 badges. But what ended up happening was I got so many morality points off of it.
I think I'll check this spot out.
That it worked pretty well. So normally what I also do is I go straight for the blues if I see any, but I don't have any badges, so we're gonna just ignore that. And we're gonna go to the dojo to meet Nick's family member.
Hello? Anyone order Chinese? The superior man acts before he speaks. Or is it the other way around? It won't matter after I'm done with you, Confucius. Let's rumble.
So yeah, I was gonna say Carrie. We're gonna meet Carrie, but we don't learn his name until a little later. This is Nick's brother, Carrie. He doesn't play too big a role until a little later, but this game has a lot of those characters where it's like, we can establish him now, but then you don't really mean anything until a little later, but then by the time it's a little later, it's like, they didn't have a character. So I find the storytelling to be like a little strange, which is why I didn't really give the story segment. Like, that's pretty why the actual score of the game was kind of low, is because the story wasn't too big. I like that you can change the story, like you can get a different ending depending on your actions. But as for the story, it's very simple. And like a lot of it could be cut out, and it's like it's just for like, and now we're here in this level, so that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was Carrie. Now we're gonna be doing Red Lantern Rush.
Not bad, big brother. I was getting worried you'd lost it. I see you've been busy opening new gyms all around town. I'm going franchise. Can you believe it? Kang's Chinese Laundry, less starch per stiff.
Nick, stop screwing around. The Beamer's been spotted at the Red Lantern.
Shoot, got a jet, bro. I'll catch you later. No worries, you've got free admission, 24/7. Just stay out of trouble, okay?
That's a fucking lie right there, Carrie. I know I gotta pay a badge for any of your 24/7 locations. Rude. So we're going to be driving our way down. This is actually one of those other really tight time limits that sometimes I have a hard time with getting to the location with Nick's car. Nick's first car. Every other car is fine. Every other car in the game that you get after Nick's car is actually really good. It's just the starting car is not that good. So in a way, destroying Nick's car and then stealing this rando sedan was perfect for me, because like, I remember this one also gave me a hard time on my first playthrough when I played this game 2 years ago. Not that Nick's car is that slow, but it's it's not as fast as some of like the regular world cars, which is really weird. You can find some pretty fast cars out on the streets too. But yeah, that minute time limit was strict.
No! Hey! Step away from the barkeep.
You'll have the death wish.
If I'm not mistaken, if you are late, you actually get a different. This is actually one of those alternate missions that may change if I'm not mistaken. But we'll be taking a look at all those later on in the series. Predominantly when we beat the game, and we're gonna be looking at all the bad endings. I'll also be looking at all the alternate intros and all the alternate missions that we'll be seeing throughout the game. So that's it. So this is Fang. We're gonna kick his ass, and that's about it. There really isn't much to talk about when it comes to Fang, or like the fighting, because it's usually just beat up people. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different bar. There might be a different bar.
You saved me. I feel he chopped me good.
Hey, he's getting away. Sorry about the mess.
Hey, come back. Free drink.
It's so dumb. So now we're going to be chasing after people. Now you can do this with standard crimes that happen throughout the world. To my recollection, this is the only mission, like story-based mission, where this is like a thing. But as you can see, he starts shooting guns at you. You can handle this any way you want. You can run up to him and tackle him, and then hopefully get him like that. But usually when they have a gun like that, they won't fist fight you. Instead, they'll actually pull out their gun and they'll start blasting you. As you can tell, this guy is not playing around. So something that you can do when chasing after people is shoot them in the legs. And that's like a neutralizing shot. And that can usually end things really quickly. Driving to Jimmy's. I think that's handled in the next video, actually. I think. I don't remember. I think driving to Jimmy's is next video.
I hear you got the shooter's accomplice. Well done, Nick.
Piece of cake, Chief. Dropped him off at the precinct. He's one of Jimmy Foo's posse.
Jimmy Foo.
Yeah, I know. Jimmy Smalltime. He must be working for someone bigger. I'm heading to Jimmy's place now.
Nick, just be careful.
I wonder if that's an alternate intro, because we don't get a lot of those kinds of intros where Nick's in the car on the phone with the chief or with Rosie or whoever. A lot of those intros, they tend to be alternate intros that you get if you did something wrong, but I can't tell what I did wrong there because I stopped him. Maybe it's because I killed him. Like maybe if I got the neutralizing shot, it might be a little different. I'm not positive. You can have my car. Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, I have a badge, so now I get to do a gun or the car mission, so that could be pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with the gun. I think the best minor upgrades to get, these blue ones are the minor upgrades, are the gun upgrades. They are definitely the most useful. Fast reload, super duper useful, especially with the early game guns. The early game guns don't have a lot of ammo, so you really want to have all your shots count. You know, like those four, you could totally break them if you had a different gun. Like if I did the intermission, I got that first gun, I could do this one a little easier because you just have more ammo with the other guns. But it's not impossible with the starting game. That's like, this would have been like the last three that I would need, but because these guns don't have the most ammo in them and I have to constantly keep reloading, it can add a little challenge to these ones, these mini games. I aim for the legs mostly. The legs are the easiest to shoot. And I can't believe I actually hit that fucking casualty. But I only hit one, so that'll count. That's all good. Headshots would actually ruin it for you. Don't go for headshots unless specified. There's like one mini game where it's okay to get headshots. And we're just gonna head on down to Jimmy Foo's. Unless I do. random crimes, because I'm fairly positive I do Jimmy's stuff next video. Because I definitely don't finish chapter 2 in part 2. Activision games. It just has Call of Duty inside. This truck needs to be stopped. Oh no, that guy is blasting away at me. All right. So I think the rest of this video is just me running around doing some side stuff. Some, you know, just random missions that you find running around for the rest of the video, because I definitely don't handle Jimmy Foos in this video, but I wanted to show off some other crimes because I will be doing a lot of these off camera. I want to say in the next video, once we beat chapter 2, I think starting in chapter 2 into chapter 3, I think that video I end up just trying to grab 3 or 4 badges, because I know the starting area of downtown has a ton of upgrades lying around, but the other ones you tend to get just by playing through the game. Like, you find them as you drive around the city, going from location to location in the game. But here are all the upgrades that you'll be getting, all the minor ones. There are 27 in total. Split that between 3. I think it's like 9 per thing. Car, driving, and fighting. And then there are 3, 3, and 3. So there are 9 total major upgrades. And you get those in the intermissions, which I'll be showing off at the end in part 3. Part 3 has at the end of this chapter, which will be taken care of in the next episode, I will be showing off the intermissions. I should have shown it off in the last video, but my dumbass forgot what an intermission was when I was recording. I was like, what's that? I could probably handle that later. And then forgot that they actually give you upgrades. And then it wasn't until like the end of this chapter where I was like, I wonder what the intermission is now that I've seen it twice. And I saw the green things. I was like, oh fuck, I remember now. I totally forgot about those. They would have been super duper helpful. So typically what I like to do for the major upgrades, and I'll be explaining this in the next video. I'm surprised I stopped. Did I shoot in the air, or did I just whip out my guns? Whip out the guns, they get real respectful, I see. They understand that the law. This game is really fun. To just be an asshole to the rando civilians. And because you are a cop, you get to just drive around and shoot the gun in the air, or like pull people over with your badge. Not pull people over in the car, but like pull people over, like just whip out your badge at them, and they'll freak out and stuff. Like if they're fighting, that's just really stupid and funny. What was I saying about the major upgrades? Shit. I don't remember. Bruised and hysterical. Okay, let's go beat up Brad. Okay. Oh shit, Brad, you have a whole studded cast of women coming after you. That's insane. And then I arrested the wrong person. Oh, I didn't arrest her. I frisked her. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was confused here because I frisked that one woman. She had a gun on her. You see how she had a gun when I frisked her and then I arrested her? I thought that was one of these women. And when this one's pretty funny. I remember she gets in the car, and then I get in the car, and she gets out of the car. She's like, I give up. I didn't think you would do that. But I think I get like 3 of them or something. I arrest 3 of them. And then the game says, if I was smart, I would have hopped in the car right there and just drove. I don't know why I ran all the way over here. But,
Stop! I'll be compensating.
but yeah, it was like 2 got away, 2 solved, and I was like, but I arrested 3 of them. What the fuck are you talking about? I just realized I never arrested the 3rd one. The first chick I arrested was just a rando. I happened to get lucky when frisking someone. That's mad funny. So yeah, here we go. I'm trying to show off the diving tackle, but I don't think I got it to work. See, because she ended up falling down and then gives up. But like, I didn't mean to do that one. That was an accident. But I I could have sworn you're supposed to like tackle them together, and then you can immediately arrest them or something. Yeah, right there. Two suspects arrested, 2 escaped, and I was like, what? I arrested 3 people. If anything, one of them escaped, and I had no idea what the hell was going on. Even when editing, I was kind of fast forwarding through all this footage. So well, that's how I edit, by the way. I just kind of I put it to 3 frames while holding the right stick, the right analog, the right button on the computer, and then I like watch things and like fast forward. It's like essentially double speed almost. All right, fast aim speed, super duper useful.
You sleep with those guns on the pillow or what?
This makes the auto aiming snap on to targets a lot faster. It's one of those that makes it super duper useful. Just know that the bullets travel. So it. Oh shit! See, I got a headshot there. I don't think that one counted. Yeah, I broke 3 targets, but only 2 of them counted. Just know that the bullets travel. So even with fast aim, it's not the most accurate thing to say that you're gonna hit your target while it's moving. Just know that the other guns that you'll be getting in this game really do make a difference, and I gotta make sure I don't hit that casualty. Let's go for the R in here. The other guns really do make a difference in terms of like damage and ammo quality, ammo capacity. So if you can go for a major one, go for the gun ones. Well, anyway, that about does... because I got a headshot and... Yeah, it didn't count. See you next time.